1. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Social Time Podcast. Actually, it's the Thanksgiving episode, so everyone give an applause that it's Thanksgiving. Everyone start giving an applause.
Oh, yes.
There you go. There you go. Always happy greetings from everybody. So, yeah, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. If you're watching this sometime that's probably not Thanksgiving, I hope you're having a good time. That's basically all I just want to say. And today, joining us, we'll start off with the Code Man. Code Man, go ahead and, you go ahead and, I'll do it in order. And then
Do your normal thing.
Yeah, we'll do it in order. So, Code Man, you go ahead and start us out with the introductions.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Code Black, coming at you once again. Yes, it is me, the sexy Southerner, otherwise known as the housewife hero, otherwise known as Squidward's testicles.
A man of many
thank
names.
You.
A man of
yes,
many
sir.
names. I love that.
And I want to go ahead and say thank you for tuning in to yet another Social Time podcast. I promise this one will leave you wetter than the last one.
Yo, quick question, Cody. Quick question, Cody. How many movies you been in?
Movies?
Yes.
Well, I was in the first SpongeBob movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say Cody has a really extensive acting career.
Let's see, how many SpongeBob movies did they make?
I mean, you had to have been in like 3,000 movies so far, man.
They actually mocapped me for the flag that was in Patrick's hiney crack.
We're gonna need a professional.
They said we need realistic movement, and I was like, okay. So they stuck me in some dude's
ass
bunghole.
So we need someone who has a lot of experience, so they got you for that job.
They told me I was gonna do crack, but not. I thought it was a different kind.
Damn, that's like, did you at least get crack for your payment?
I mean, I got the guy's number, so.
Well, hey, if y'all don't know, Cody has a serious crack addiction. It's part of his Thanksgiving dinner, actually. They have it for a tradition.
I love crack.
Hello, everybody. My name's Neshka, otherwise known as Nathan, otherwise known as Thanos PP, otherwise known as the deranged hunter. And I'm happy to be here in this Thanksgiving episode. I'm glad to be here for everybody, with everybody.
With everybody, with quotes.
With everybody.
Everyone who belongs. And I'm just Guns. I have no gimmicks.
Everyone who belongs. What are you trying to say, Guns?
What do you think Sam's doing right now?
Listen, we can't help that he fell ill.
He fell in the eye funny is what he did.
That's what I said, fell ill.
Yeah, it must be mental disease.
Hey, we don't have to be on him enough about being on iPhone. That in itself is enough of a pain. But
sure.
Yeah, happy beer. All right, and then I want. All right, we usually don't get it, but I want the most extravagant intro we could possibly get from you, Guns. Go ahead and give us one.
Hi. There you go. That's the most extravagant you're gonna get.
My name is Gun.
You can't get more extravagant unless you see me in real life, man.
Every time you don't give out your name, that's a $50 pay doc from your paycheck. You know that?
You know, I don't care.
That's one stump training session. My name is Gun. And on midnight, December 15th, a nuke will be launched from Delaware that will take out the entire eastern seaboard. You have been warned.
You cannot stop us.
Uncle Sam is flat.
We are actually the Akatsuki.
If you didn't know,
I forgot the Akatsuki song. Isn't it like I
don't know. It's whatever the fuck Payne's intro was.
Whatever death.
Ariel, do you
remember
what
that
that
was? Sasuke's theme.
What happened?
I said, do you remember what fucking Payne's music was? Remember he had like a theme?
Oh god, that
No?
Isn't it like cut my life into pieces?
Pretty much, yeah.
Today,
no pain.
I don't know if you, I'm sure y'all noticed, but today we're actually joined by a guest who this is his second time being on the podcast. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Go ahead and do it.
Well, my name is Alpha, or Ariel, as you may know me. Happy to be here again. Yeah.
Yeah, how does it feel about being in round 2? How does that make you
feel? Always ready for round 2.
Always ready for round on to. The first time you caught off guard. The second time you got a little bit more planning, so it's easier to kick it into a certain gear.
Can overdrive.
Depends on how good your refractory period is too.
That's true, yeah. Because if you can't handle the first load, you won't be able to handle the second load. You'll be out of commission. Possibly past.
Depends on how fast it can respawn.
That's true, yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of that has to do with just how how the coders do everything. If it's not coded,
As everyone knows, everyone has a respawn.
I mean, Jesus did.
It's kind of off topic, already starting out, but I love how I'm scrolling through and I see Anime Girl and I'm like, oh, okay. And it's just like, on post, it doesn't show the full picture. Well, I click on it to see the full picture, and she's
You can see the tentacles.
She's pissing?
Oh.
Yeah, and I was like,
wow.
That ain't right.
I don't understand why people get off to that.
I ain't gonna go
golden
too
shower.
Deep. I don't want to start the golden shower war down in the comment section, but there are stands for the there are stands for people who want to smell like fucking ammonia.
I mean,
exactly. It hurts me every single time.
Isn't it like ammonia and bleach is like the stuff that knocks you out or something?
You can kill people with it, I'm pretty sure. Or it's yeah, it's something like.
Or it's like mustard gas, I think.
No, wait. Who was it? Hank Hill that said that?
You mean your farts?
Yeah.
Dang it.
I mean, yeah. Cody's
Start around with that mustard gas.
That's the recipe for mustard gas. Cody's shit dick.
Cody's fuel tank.
That's why, I mean, if there is a civil war, I'm gonna be front lines.
No,
You've never seen a propane tank like mine.
Cody, you're gonna be inside the fucking jet when they spray the entire field with the gas.
He's gonna be spreading them cheeks and just start spraying.
It's gonna be his two ass cheeks out the back of a B-16 bomber.
I'm gonna crop dust everyone.
It's
America's gone.
It literally was. It's just gonna be Cody, and then as soon as he turns around, it's just Adolf Hitler. It's like that's who's on the behind. You just see a little mustache.
Honestly, bad directing.
I agree with that notion.
I mean, you played in the movie, so I mean.
Well, yeah, Cody, you did play in that one Thanksgiving movie, didn't you? In fact, if you want to shout that out, you go ahead and can. You're rolling that.
Christmas with the Cranks?
Yeah, yeah.
And in the attic goblins.
I thought it was the
yeah,
Croods.
I was the one that froze the cat on the front.
Speaking of that, have y'all seen that video where the dude walks out of his house, and I don't know where he lives, but there was fucking snow and ice everywhere. It's in like some suburb, and he walks out of his house, and he sees this frozen like thing in his yard. He goes, "Oh my god, my fucking cat froze." Dude, the cat was dead, and it was frozen in ice overnight. I don't know how, but the fucking cat froze in the middle of the yard.
Dang, you better thaw it out.
I don't think there's any reviving it back unless you think it's fucking Pickle from Baki.
Dang, it's awesome waking up to Chinese food in your yard.
Oh my god.
That's a big Da Vinci moment.
Refrigerated.
Dang.
What, the cat fucking dying in the middle
Ariel's
of
uncle be like, if it crawls, it cooks.
Jesus.
Must have good meat.
Yo, when you add in that iced kitty meat to your fucking menu, Ariel.
In Beano's, we have all the meats.
We have all meats of every animal possible.
And Dano's pizza rolls is cat rolls.
Let me ask you this then: who hunts all the meat for all the different animals? Who goes on the hunting trips?
Probably my sister.
Your sister?
I was about to say, you ever heard of a sister?
Y'all hear me? Well, you send a fucking demon. Can we hear you? Yeah, we can hear you now.
I remember back then when we used to hear the demon rituals in the background.
Here, stop. And it's just. And it's like, stop.
Oh my god! I just saw a picture of Patrick that looked.
Oh no.
Alright, Cody, stop. Last time I was here, you were searching up Buff Danny Phantom, and now you're just.
It goes down a
Okay.
rabbit hole. It never stops. Every single time.
See what happens is good. It just gets on like Instagram or just something stupid and just starts scrolling.
What? Are you taking it? Okay.
No. Cody's getting bopped.
Cody's just like, that's the turkey and I'm the stuffer.
Oh my god. That'd be Cody's prison.
Bring your
handle.
cheeks here.
Oh my god. Is that a loaf of bread, or are you just happy to see me?
Who in the? Oh, hold on. Let me look up Awful Patrick.
Okay. Well, while he's going down that rabbit hole, today I actually want to get into our topic early. That way, if we drag on to something else, we can at least get that topic filtered out. Which, again, today's the Thanksgiving episode, so I want to talk about something that relates to it, which is time. Time we spend doing something. And what I'm trying to say is, it's more. Trust me, it's more exciting than it comes out on. I'm talking about moments that we actually are happy we experienced that, and moments where we just wanted to get out of the situation and it was the worst thing in the world. So what I want to ask first is I basically want to ask guys, you got any situations you want to share? Recently, how about recently? Something that happened recently that you were just like, dude, I don't want to be in this situation. Or
Probably
wanna
my
be in it.
birth.
Probably your birth. That's not recent, because you were born, what, 300, 400 years ago?
It is just like yesterday.
Feels just like yesterday.
I can't
He
find
was
this
born
image.
when the first Komodo dragon was born.
Work,
Work, that's it, Ariel?
very much.
Come on, bro. You gotta have some memories. Like, did you even have a childhood, or were you born into the Andino's work field?
He first opened his eyes when he was like 15.
He opened his
Ariel, how you
eyes.
feel breaking the sound barrier on that Adino stride?
You mean the vacuum?
I mean, that shit does break the Discord barrier every time we hear it. We're all talking. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. And it's just that the entire time in the background.
Ariel's like, hold on, I'm gonna fold napkins, and you just hear like the napkins are made out of titanium.
Yeah, I don't know. Everyone's like, I gotta clean up these dishes real quick. And it's just the most white noise shit you've ever heard in your life. I don't know how you managed to get simple kitchenware to sound like a fucking war zone, but you managed to do it.
The skill.
Whoa,
Takes
whoa.
years of
Did
practice.
you say Warzone? Where are we dropping?
Warzone's is it even doing good since fucking Cold War came out?
That's true.
Genuine question. I haven't played Cold War. I don't know.
Oh no, what the heck?
What about Warzone? Like, yeah, did you ask like it was dead?
I'm asking Ariel. You gotta have some moments that you remember from your childhood that were good or bad that you didn't want to be in the situation or wanted to be in the situation. Give me some, bro.
I mean,
It's not all
I
work with
barely
your
remember my childhood. Most of the stuff that I remember is just me working,
bro. There's no
which I don't mind, which I don't regret, because I mean,
As soon as it came out.
I complained in the beginning that I really don't want to help my mom, like with the clothes and everything, because she worked in dry cleaners. So I would always after school, I would always go there and just help her out. Which I mean, I would complain, but now thinking back at it, I mean, it probably gave me my work ethic that I have now. I mean, it's not a time to regret. It's just a time that it was annoying to me.
But I'm saying like you didn't have any moments where you're like, damn, I get to play outside or I get to fucking like go to this park and play or anything like that. It literally was 24/7. You walked out of your room in the morning and
No, I would hang out with friends, play some bit of basketball in school. After school, I would always call my mom saying I'm gonna stay a bit after school, play with my friends, and then I'll head over there later. I should be fine with it. Or sometimes just in the weekends, I would just tell her I'm gonna head out with some friends. I'll be right back. Back to like go to the park right across the street.
hey, you gotta say, anytime you say I'm gonna hang out with my friends, usually someone got fucking destroyed. And
Back then, no. Back then,
every
no.
single time we go,
We were innocent back then, and then high school hit, and then it's all downhill from there.
the evil crept into our to our bodies and we couldn't stop it.
Fucking booze and the devil's lettuce.
God, Jesus Christ, bro. I'm just thinking back to when Cody fucking killed himself on that fucking monkey. I mean, we told the story already, but the time where Cody killed himself on the monkey bar and he ripped his fucking toenail in half.
What is that?
Or that time where we used to go to this fucking park, and as cringy as it is, do parkour, and I'm pretty sure we could have drowned multiple times, but we didn't.
Pretty sure one of us broke her legs.
Yeah, well, that didn't
Wait
happen
for
either.
that to.
I'm surprised Cody didn't break his fucking leg when he fell down the parking garage either. That's something.
He's superhuman.
I don't know, just thinking about it, it brings me back to times of like the airsoft parties and the fucking. I know, like for some reason, it's always just running like fucking story thing. It's always story time of reminiscing of our past, because I feel like we all think we're fucking old as dirt, but we're not.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like nothing's been happening too much in the last few years.
I mean, recently nothing's been happening because of
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
pretty much.
Okay. This is an awful picture of
Here we go again.
Yep, here it is. I have y'all know I'm not gonna put any picture Cody sends up in the podcast just so y'all can yell at him in the comments. 'Cause
I see what he did.
Oh, y'all don't want to see the pictures. Trust me.
No, man, that's not bad. It's SpongeBob.
Dude, he looks like a fucking he
SpongeBob.
looks like a 12 a.m. Walmart shopper. That's genuinely what he looks like.
You're gonna notice the SpongeBob, but you're not gonna notice his profile picture.
Jesus Christ, what happened? If y'all can't see, it looks like Patrick is a piece of fucking tinfoil.
That's what happened to his last profile picture.
Oh my.
Oh, please tell me I got a picture of that. Hold up.
Oh no.
Y'all can't see that. Oh, no, y'all can see that.
Oh.
It's in the thing. Oh my god. What the fuck?
Bing, 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 bing. Hold on, I got another one for
Moving
y'all.
For now is that song. Free Wi-Fi everywhere you go.
Get free Wi-Fi everywhere you go. Here, Nathan, I found you a profile picture.
I'm not, dude. That looks like SpongeBob got fucking chlamydia. I'm not fucking doing that.
Oh, that shit's funny.
That's it's well, I don't know though. I'm just gonna say a random date, but it's like those memes where it's like colorized circa. This is the Indians receiving smallpox blankets, colorized 1493. They go,
very
Chris Columbus.
very Thanksgiving of you to say that, Cody. You know what? We gotta bring back tradition. Cody, get the blankets, bro.
Alright.
I mean, this year's been full of that kind of surprise, so I guess there really ain't much to say about it.
Indoors. Yeah, I feel like if smallpox just all of a sudden started, everyone would be like, "Oh, okay."
Go ahead and end our miseries, what everyone would probably say.
That's like I was listening to and you'll get a stinky hard on for this one, but I was listening to the Joe Rogan podcast, and he was talking to
What?
Post Malone about aliens, and
Oh,
he was like, it's so funny that like NASA and the Pentagon and all that has probably been sitting on this information forever, and they waited till they could tell the public when people wouldn't like freak out too much,
right.
which AKA they told us during Corona and all that, and literally no one cared.
Yeah, they were like, oh, cool, whatever, and they didn't give a fuck. Like, people, they come out and say, yeah, we have actual evidence of UFOs, and we've been studying them for the last 40 plus years, and we're not kidding, this is actually legit. And everyone was just like, okay,
Okay.
oh, whatever. And they're like, yeah, we
Everyone's
have
like,
footage.
"Dang, I gotta wear a mask though."
they're like, hey, we have actual footage of a UFO that we don't know about going like tons of like miles per hour down from orbit all the way down to the water and coming back up. And everyone's like, that's pretty cool. But did you hear about the new policy that restaurants have?
But are you voting?
Okay, that's that fucking episode we're I'm not.
I hate that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna comment on it because they
That's
keep
bad.
fucking posting.
Let's
I heard that's the
How about we
new.
don't?
I heard that's the new Phasmophobia ghost.
Yeah, I hope it is, bro.
I heard that's the I'm allowed to disable pictures in this
what did you say
chat.
about phasmophobia?
Scary ghost.
Anyways, yeah. So talking about disasters. You know, since this year has been full of disasters, I would just rather, now this year's been shit all around, honestly. Hopefully, and,
I
I
could
would
get to
say-
next year and everything gets solved. Everything is fine.
Listen, I'm just glad that the holidays are still a thing, so we can just enjoy ourselves and be with each other, and have fun, and don't have to worry about the shitty parts of the of the world. It's great. I like it. We don't have to worry about it too much.
Bruh, Santa can't give presents this year because he's trying to socially distance.
Homie, you about to hit the nay apocalypse in a minute. You can say that shit again.
It's homie time.
He doesn't want milk and cookies. He wants wipes and Germ-X.
We were talking about it earlier. I'm gonna change subject back on track because we did derail a little bit. I wanted to derail earlier. We were talking about it earlier, but we are talking about how people have to like sleep at their friend's house without blankets and shit. Cody, has there been any other time? I just want to make sure I'm not the only time you've been fucked when you came over to sleep that one time. Because I just want to defend myself real quick. Just give context. Cody had to sleep over at my house one time, and I forgot to give him blankets. I was that asshole, and he had to sleep with a fucking book bag on top of him. And that was his covers for the night. Cody, please tell me there's another time where you just had a shitty fucking sleepover.
I'm trying to think.
Like none with like Jared or anything like that.
No, Nathan,
Well,
you
I
are the only
remember-
one.
I remember. Yeah, it's because you're freaking terrible, Nathan. No, I'm just kidding.
The worst man on earth.
I was supposed to say bean.
No, I remember. It was mostly on my birthday, but for like a
On
couple
said
of
birthday.
years, when my parents would be like, "Okay, you can have like 4 or 5 of your friends over to spend the night," and
Bro, I can only have 2.
that's because Delaware can only fit 2 people.
Alright.
If
I'm
we're-
about to nuke you.
we're back here again. Guns, just accept that Delaware is the size of a
We're about to
country.
hit that Civil War real quick.
Just accept the fact that
Captain
Delaware is the
America?
size. Just accept the fact that Delaware is the size of fucking. Speaking of Delaware, isn't that where the fucking Pilgrims landed, bruh?
No, I'm pretty sure
I think they landed in New Jersey.
in Jamestown, brother.
I know that was the meme.
That's why they're a bunch
I'm
of
saying that- I'm
assholes.
I think
saying-
they landed. I think they first landed at the Travis Scott concert.
Alright.
We're having a
Right.
Travis Scott concert in the New World. Y'all should come. They get there and just get killed by fucking Native Americans.
Could you imagine
You
if
said
Chris
Cloudy with
Columbus?
a Chance of Meatballs, Travis Scott concert.
Could you imagine if Chris Columbus pulled up to America for the very first time, and then he just sees Travis Scott on the island going "Pew!" or you know how the sicko mode starts out? It's like that noise. He goes, "Try to tell
I
him."
think they would execute him immediately.
Yeah, Chris Columbus would be like, "Bruh, F America." He's like, "I'm going back to
Fucking
Going back to
Land.
Britain.
Spice Land.
I'm going back to Spain without the S."
Okay.
Pain.
No, but we had sleepovers when I was younger, and I remember to like spice it up. I told everybody, I was like, if you fall, the first person to
Spice
fall
Land.
asleep, get something done to them.
Oh god. I
And
know where this
we
is
went
going.
from like one year we did like the shaving cream, like
Oh, the
What-
feather
one-
shaving cream thing.
well, no, one time we would spray like whipped cream all over someone's face, and then it was like shaving cream because we ran out. And then one year we drew on people's faces, and then the like awfulest year was I bought like super soakers from Walmart, and we would
I
fill
know.
them. We filled them with water, and I told everybody, I was like, if anyone falls asleep, spray them in the face. And I remember falling asleep. I was so tired, and I like 2 seconds, I'm asleep, and I just get right in my face, and I just jump up. Dude, that thing, like, it felt like someone was straight pissing in my face.
Would you have a better experience if someone threw a flashbang into the room?
Yeah, because he wouldn't have been awake.
Bro, then it would trigger my American Ultra, and my sleeper agent, like, everyone would probably have been dead.
Flashbang.
I would've
you
turned
just-
into-
You just fucking rise up
Turns
like a
into
vampire.
Agent 47.
Just fucking rise
just
up like
help.
a vampire.
Crawl on all fours backwards and slit
He
everyone's
just starts
neck.
making the COD. He just starts making the COD zombie sounds.
All right.
It's
Fetch me their souls.
Sam. Fucking hit him
What
with
was
that.
Sam was there?
Yeah.
Is Sam the one that sprayed you?
I remember when I was over. It was must have been y'all
Nah.
must have done that the year after, because I remember the one year I went over there for that. I got a dick drawn right at my mouth, and I couldn't go downstairs because your parents would have fucking killed me. I was the first one to fall asleep, as you would expect. But
That was pretty good.
I remember I fell fucking asleep, and I wake up and there's just a red dick on my face, and everyone's laughing, and I go look at the mirror. I'm like, oh hell! And the only bathroom in your house is right beside your fucking parents' bedroom. And his parents are the type of parents that would just like fucking. His dad would probably take me down into the basement to show me his new collection of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and you'd hear 44 Magnum go off.
That's true.
So, I don't know. I would have been dead. You said so. You got.
Yeah, they probably did see you. That's the reason that the
Tell you what. Let's
whatchamacallits.
all have a sleepover. Eventually, and then we're all instead of just having super soakers, we need to have like boiling hot water super soakers, and then have that where if you fall
Hell
asleep, you
no.
die.
Nope.
Hey, I'm saying I'm gonna have the biggest risk of falling asleep, so I'm just saying it's something we can do. That would make for probably the memory that we want to be there for it.
Honestly, I would stay up the whole night just because of that.
Let's have a sleepover, but the first person that falls asleep, I plant a
Crucified.
bomb.
First person to fall asleep gets a
Counter-terrorist win.
sacrificed into the backfield where Cody lives.
Yeah, first person that falls asleep, I take bath salts and eat you.
You just like, my eyes are, and you fall asleep. The next thing you know, you wake up and Cody's already.
My eyes. Oh!
Food!
Oh my god.
Wake up and it's just like the scene from GTA where Michael and like the surgeons.
Oh yeah, and
It's
then it's like, what the fuck? And he's wake up and Cody just pulls out a fucking 1911.
Bro, the day that everyone in Delaware or Wyoming falls asleep all at the same time. That's
Bro,
it.
you know for a fact Wyoming doesn't exist.
That's
I'm
true. That is
eating
just a
both
myth.
states.
Wyoming isn't a state;
mean,
it's
they're
an
not-
entity.
Well, Delaware's not really big. It's more like an appetizer.
I think Wyoming is an SCP.
Bro, what you mean? We're like that like
Cody.
small like candy bar you get for
Small?
Halloween.
Come on.
How did
Could
you
you
just say
imagine
that?
if Wyoming just raised up out of the earth,
It's
and
an
then it just
entity.
raised up and it breeded with the rest of the United States, and then fell
Okay.
back down, and then Pangea 2 happened.
Cody, what?
Pangea 2.
Okay, now
Because of Wyoming,
now I'm
every
convinced
continent
Cody's
connects.
on fucking PCP. Okay.
I don't know how many times I've heard Pangea in the last month from Cody, but it's been a lot.
I mean, hey,
He likes his geographical history.
That or
very
he just
interested.
learned about it.
He's like, I just learned about this new thing called Pangea, guys. Now I have to talk about it, and only this. It's okay to be excited for stuff you learn, man.
I just learned about this new thing called docking. I don't really know a lot about it, but
It's a good time well spent right there. I just remember staying over at certain people's house that I didn't want to stay over. Like, they're a cool friend and all, but their house just fucking was not good. Like I said, I was talking about a friend of mine. He just, every time I went over there, dude, it smelled like rotting macaroni. Every time. And I don't know what was the problem. It's like they never cleaned their house, or if that was like their natural house's like scent. But that shit smelled so bad every time. I had to stay there for one time for 2 days in a row. My nose, I'm pretty sure it fucking stopped working for a week after I went over there. It was that bad.
okay, you know one thing that confuses me? Not to jump off subject, 'cause this is gonna be a quick tangent. I don't know if it's just because I'm absolutely dumb. Like, I've taken color theory in art school, right?
Okay.
And I still don't understand the difference between gray, like Grey, and then Gray, because they're basically the same thing. Because they're both
I thought
they're
one
both
was a
the
last
color.
name spelling.
No, I don't think so. At least, I mean, I may be wrong. But
Oh, so gray, Gray, is the common U.S. spelling, while gray is common in other English-speaking countries. So the Gra Y is ours. The Grey is like
It's the
Europe.
same thing. It's just a different way to
Yeah,
spell it.
it's just like fucking, I don't know, the way they say aluminum versus aluminium. You know what I mean?
Different from the way we say Tuesday.
Versus Tuesday.
Tuesday.
isn't it?
Oh my god. Shit. It's like the British language used to be like back in like the early 2000s. Everyone was like, damn, the British language is super hot. And then now everyone just fucking memes that shit out of it because they realize what happened.
Bro, languages are just so funny to make fun of. Because I was watching well, I wasn't watching. I saw this meme. It's like the reason that people don't use Latin anymore is because in the middle of your sentences you just summon a demon.
Pretty fucking much, dude. I'm sure.
And there was just it was a picture of a guy and there's a demon. He's like, not again.
Well, alright, you know what? If there's anyone in this Discord call right now who can speak in tongues, it's gotta be Ariel. So Ariel, I want you to speak in tongues right now, and I want you to cast a spell onto Cody for good luck.
Ariel be like, no, I can't really translate or speak Spanish. Ariel on the phone. Yeah, see, see,
I didn't
Like,
know that's how you
bruh.
speak
Ariel,
Spanish.
can you
Pretty much.
pretty much? I was gonna say, can you confirm about this? I'm telling you, Ariel, you can cast spells and you don't know it. It's just like the shit you were saying when we were at your restaurant.
You just
Ariel?
don't believe hard enough.
Can you confirm my balls are huge?
Alright,
My dick is huge, but my balls are not proportionate in size. Please make them more proportionate. Peas and thank you.
Tease. When I'm with you, I'm shining.
I don't know. I'm just thinking
So
about
nice to be happy. Sha la la la.
Guns, I want to ask you, because apparently Ariel came out of the womb with a fucking work shirt and boots on, so that doesn't count. Guns, have you ever had a moment where you just fucking... You didn't want to be in a place that you were at for a long amount of time? Besides school.
It's not. Well, it is a place, but it's called the Ambrose Saga.
Oh yeah, holy moly.
That's a place I didn't
No,
want to
dude,
be.
I'm not kidding. It was a different fucking vibe when we went in there. Cody, you want to give context about this? Because this is a good don't want to be there moment.
Actually, I was gonna. I'll tell my story and then I'll about.
Okay.
No, I remember there was this one time, and this is part of the reason I knew I probably wouldn't survive boot camp. So I went to the ROTC like camp for a week during the summer,
Yeah.
and let me tell you, it was rough. And I feel bad for anyone who's had to stand near me for like the last couple of days of that week. So what had happened was I bought these like 100% cotton underwear, right? And I wore them.
Oh, no.
Well, you know, throughout the day, we have a couple of times where we change clothes, but primarily we're in like uniform and stuff. So I'm wearing the same underwear, right? Well, I was fat, and it's like 105 degrees every day. So I sweat a lot, right? Well, you're having to march and walk a certain way. Anyway, long story short, I got the worst freaking chafing
Oh no.
in between my booty crack I have ever had. Dude, it hurt so bad at one point, like I was on the brink of like crying. And like I couldn't, I went one day where I was like, okay, I'm not gonna wear underwear. That was awful. And so I ended up having this one pair of like spandex underwear, right? And that thing was blissful. Like I would move, sweat, all that, and it never would like chafe me or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I wore that underwear for 3 days straight.
Oh my God, Cody.
And by the time I got home, I was a stinky stinker. And
Hold on?
I,
How was your mom having to pick you up and drive you back home with you sitting there in your fucking underwear that was so shitty?
Well, I might have changed for the ceremony. I think I lied. I think I wore it for like 2 to 3 days, and then I ended up the last day changing and just suffering through it for the like the last day ceremony crap.
God, dude, I can't
'cause I was like,
imagine the smell
I
of
don't
that.
want to be
Oh my
stinky.
God.
But reason why is because I don't know, just a lot of stuff happened that first time. I remember there was one time where, and for everyone listening, don't ever do this. And I didn't really work out also, but I had taken protein bars with me, to eat like snacks, and I ate one at like 30 minutes before I went to bed there, right?
Oh no.
so,
Cody, why,
so I
bro?
so I eat it. It's like 30 grams of protein. So I eat it and then I go to bed. Dude, I woke up at like 4 a.m. and my stomach
Let's
was
just
like,
say his surroundings change color.
oh yeah, it was about to be a brown out.
Ew.
So
Jesus
I
Christ.
woke up and my stomach was like. So I got up and I was like, I have to go to the bathroom. But the thing is they have like the people that are over us. They check the hallways, and we're not supposed to go out of our rooms until a certain time. So our doors were not locked or anything, but they just didn't want us to go out. So I remember I like walked around I walked back and forth in my room for about 5 minutes, and I was like, dude, I'm about to die. So I peek my head out of my door, and I see the person over us. He like sees me, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, I really bad have to go to the bathroom. He's like, "Too bad." He's like, "Just wait another like hour or two
No.
until we wake y'all up."
No.
Dude, I was like, "Huh?" So I paced back and forth in my room for another like 30 minutes, and then finally I was like, I do not care. So I
That's when
opened.
Cody noticed there's a window.
Shit out the window.
No, so I open the door and I like go out in the hallway and no one's there, and I'm like, thank God, dude. I go in that bathroom and it was like
Heaven.
Fusro Da. I was like,
oh my. Probably woke up the entire fucking
Christ.
dormitory.
no, but that mixed with I don't know, like every time, because I did that camp for 2 years or two different summer, camps or whatever.
Right.
And just about every time, and this almost always happens every time I like not necessarily look forward to a trip, but every time I'm like about to do something like that, something always happens. Like guaranteed,
Something bad's
98%
always
of the
creeping
time.
around the corner.
I remember the second time I went, I was feeling good. I had everything ready. Well, we went to Alex's house, and we swam for like 7 or 8 hours, and I put on no sunscreen whatsoever. That next morning, like I can't even describe how bad that sunburn was, or sunburn.
Dude.
And I went the whole camp, and I had aloe vera. That did nothing. Right. Well,
Damn, not
I
even
was
aloe vera's working.
I was talking to one of my like the people I worked with, and they were like, "Oh, dude," they're like, "Just turn the water in the shower as hot as it'll go, and just stand under it."
No.
So
Cody, no, bro.
so I ended up, and let me tell you, for anyone who's listening and is in college, the hot water in college dorms is like I swear to God, it could melt the sun. And I turned it up as hot as it can go, and I just remember, like, I stuck my hand in there, and my hand wasn't, and it like hurt my hand, dude. The second that it hit the top of my shoulder where my sunburn was, because it was like all down my back, I literally have never felt anything as bad as that. And I just remember
Must
I
have
did that.
retracted so hard that he went back home.
I did that, and they had like a seat in the shower, and I sat there just shaking for like 2 or 3 minutes.
Oh my god, bro.
And what's funny is, I remember reading an article when I got home because I had never heard of that, and I I read an
So
article
you
that was
still
like,
didn't do it.
yeah, it was like never do that. It was like doing hot water like that can irritate it to where it can become even more of a burn. Like,
So whoever told you that knew they were like, I'm about to fuck this person over.
but the thing is
That or
like,
they're just a masochist.
the weird thing is, and I mean, everybody's body is different, but aloe vera was not working for me, right? I kid you not, like the day after I did the hot shower thing, like the pain, the sunburn wasn't gone, but the pain and the stinging was like almost completely gone. And then in like 2 days, it started like
Going away.
peeling and going away.
Yeah.
So at the same time, like I wouldn't advise anyone to do that, but it did fix my sunburn. So
I feel like it's just a coincidence.
I feel like it's a Cody
No.
thing.
Cause like I'll tell you this, the worst sunburn I ever got was when I was working out in the summer, with that one guy, Cody, that used to go to the gym, or he probably still goes. Jamie. I was working with him, and what was it? Yeah, it was so hot outside, man. It was like maybe 98 to 100 degrees, just beating sun, no clouds or anything. We worked for about almost 7 hours out in the heat. And I have very fair skin, so wasn't a very good thing. And I was out in the sun the entire time. For some reason, halfway through the day, we're like, damn, it's really hot. Let me take off my shirt. I took off my shirt. I had a sunburn that not even kidding, the pain stayed for a week. The same intensity of pain for the entire week. I got burned that bad. That day, I guarantee you probably sealed the deal for me getting fucking melanoma. It was
what?
That was time not well fucking spent.
another change topic moment. I just thought about it because I just saw her Snapchat story, and I work with her at Target. I won't say any
I was
names.
gonna say no names and no last names.
But it's not necessarily just her. I've had other people that I've encountered with this thing, and I never know how to like look at them or talk to them. So most times, I mean, I already have a hard enough time like looking people like in the eye when I talk to them.
Which is a polite thing to do, Cody.
Hey, good.
Exactly.
But at the same time, like people with lazy eyes,
Okay, never mind.
like
Now
they'll
you
look
said
at me, and I like look at them because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna listen to what they say, and then one eye is like looking a completely different direction, and I'm like, dude,
that's
what am I supposed to do? I'm talking to
no.
Rango.
Protocol for that is to look at their nose. That's what you do. You look at their nose for protocol.
Huh.
Like right where not the tip of their nose, but the bridge of their nose. Look at that for protocol. If you don't know which fucking eye to look at, that's what you do.
Yeah, because I'm like, I mean, I know mentally that they're, even though their eye is lazy, like they're still looking, dead at me.
Yeah.
But it's like one eye's like down and the one eye is straight, and I'm like,
Nope. I'm telling you, protocol for lazy eye people is you look right at the bridge of their nose. You win every time.
dang, you get lazy eye people. That's just your eyes being bisexual.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah. I mean, hey, that's what we're trying to do here. Educate people on the Social Time Podcast. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe button, hit the bell notification, summon a demon, concede your soul over to our channel. Sorry, I'm done. I'm done selling out. We can get back on topic.
Also, interesting fact for everyone listening. I think I'm going to start doing this. I think I'm going to find an interesting fact every podcast. But
Didn't you say that like 5 podcasts
I feel
ago?
like you
No,
did.
this is the first time I've.
I don't know.
No, I
really
feel like for a fact you said this before.
Well, how about this? All right, Cody, give us a good Thanksgiving fact right now.
Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1492. No, but an interesting fact. Contrary to popular belief, George Washington's teeth were actually not made of wood, but they were made of hippopotamus teeth. The only reason why I thought of that is because I looked I looked back at the SpongeBob image, the dry coochie SpongeBob,
Oh my god.
and I saw his teeth. And
No, them are some
okay, I'll
weird
tell
teeth.
you, I'll tell you a less like I don't know weird one. I guess it's still weird, but
It's always weird, Cody. It's never
another
normal.
interesting fact, part 2, hippo milk is apparently pink.
Ew, what the fuck? It's like strawberry milk?
Yeah, that's where
Dude,
that's where they
really
make
be,
it.
They really be squeezing Pepto-Bismol out of their titties.
Bro, could you imagine milking a hippo? I don't even think that's possible because I'm pretty sure aren't hippos like the most dangerous? Like
One of the most dangerous animals in Africa, yeah.
that's like you wouldn't think it. Yeah, it's like fully pink. It actually is kind of like
Strawberry milk.
yeah, like, that's pretty crazy.
That's still
What if that's actually what it was?
No, there's no way. Is that what it is? What the fuck? Dude, it kind of looks like it has globs in it. I can't look at that. It kind of makes me feel sick. Don't look that up, guys. Don't look up fucking hippo milk. Do I have the power to
Baby
delete this
hippos
message?
are so
I
cute.
delete this message. I don't know why that just made my stomach churn looking at it.
Thank you. That was about to make me throw up.
Yeah, it was that. I don't know why that
Bruh.
made me feel sick. What the fuck? That's weird. It's like one of those images you can't. It's like the.
I literally just ate Cody, so I can
Bro,
say
y'all
something.
dissing on the hungry hippos.
Dude, that shit look like fucking liquid bubble gum. And I can
Yeah.
tell if that shit came out of fucking mammal.
With chunks.
With chunks. That shit came out of mammal. I don't want to see that shit, dude.
I just thought of a good podcast topic for maybe the next one.
What is that?
I swear, if it's hippo milk.
No, talking about like, because I just got reminded of it when you were talking about gum. It's talking about things that, and there's actually, well, never mind. I'm not gonna talk about that. But talk about things that companies and like things that have been taken away from maybe like our childhood and stuff are discontinued that were like really good and or like it doesn't necessarily have to be food, but just anything.
Bro, hit that trick yogurt.
Dude, I
thought
always
that's
forget what the fuck it was, but it's that damn suds like sponge thing, that they had to ban because kids were eating it and it was killing them. It had some like poisonous chemical in it, but it was like this.
Pods?
Huh?
Tide Pod?
No. It was a toy, not Tide Pods. It was like Spud. No, it wasn't that. It was something. We forgot the name of it, and now I can't fucking remember what it was. But if I asked Sam, he probably would know. Or no, I thought you and Sam both look it up, Cody.
Of course, when it comes to
Oh, I don't know.
children's,
I
yeah,
Children's death.
children's
Sam's right
death,
there.
Sam knows.
Yeah, Sam knows about the children's death. I don't know. I'm trying to think about. Yeah, I agree with you. We'll talk about that later. In fact, actually, here you can announce it now on the Thanksgiving podcast. But we are doing the 4 weeks of Christmas social time episodes because just like how we kind of did it October, we're gonna do that for Christmas. I'm planning on it, hoping we can do that. I think that'd be good to have a topic. So yeah, that would be a good thing to have. Things from our childhood that got taken away, like toys and shit. That would be good.
Freedom.
Huh?
Freedom.
Creative?
Freedom.
Slavery? Everyone
Dang.
give Cody a round of applause for slavery. Everyone give him a round of applause.
Dang.
Good job, Cody.
More like Ariel's uncle.
Yeah, more like Ariel's existence comes out. See, mama, freedom, and it just goes, nah, work, and it's just fucking you're screwed the entire time.
Ariel's been living a lie this whole time. His uncle sits him down and it's like, you know what? I actually traded you for 3 puka shells.
Oh my god. Ariel, how would that make you feel, brother?
Cody looked up my Wikipedia.
You said what?
Cody looked up my Wikipedia.
Your Wikipedia? Hey, you'd make history then. I'm pretty sure your restaurant alone is making history.
Bro, y'all want to hear a dark joke that I saw on TikTok today?
Before you say it, do I have to cut it out of the fucking podcast episode? If
It
you're
does. No. It's not involving like.
okay, if it's nothing dicey, because if it is, it can wait till after the episode. But I don't
It
fucking.
it may or may not be dice. It's not. It doesn't like say any like bad words.
What does it have to do?
Bro,
with...
Cody, send it to me. I'll say it.
Yeah, just send it to Guns and he'll review.
Okay.
I'll tell you if it's worthy of
So
being said on the
basically,
podcast.
no, because if I send something to Guns is automatically gonna be like, no.
Is that the truth?
No, that's not always the truth.
So basically, it's like,
Oh,
did
God.
you hear? It was like, did you hear the one about the emo kid trying to give the tree the high five? It was like,
Okay,
yeah,
nope. I know where this is going.
Oh no!
the tree was selfish and left him hanging.
Oh my!
That's fine on some extent.
Yeah, that's not something I have to cut out. That's still ain't good, bro.
Yeah.
I'm saying we were just talking about some slavery shit, and you said I got a dark joke, and I was like,
Yeah, as soon as we were kind of memeing there for a second, because Thanksgiving history and everything. We were kind of memeing there for a second, and then Cody comes up with "Nah, I got a dark joke," and you already know my loins were just not ready for that one.
Bro, you know what? You want to talk about jokes? Hit us with a Thanksgiving joke, Cody.
What's bigger than the Thanksgiving holiday?
I swear to God, if you say your hammer.
If it's your hammer.
My
My
nuts.
cock.
I know.
What's bigger than the Mayflower that set sail on the ocean blue?
The turkey that I stuffed.
The world.
The
serpent.
smallpox blankets.
Oh my god.
What's bigger than the Mayflower? The drop in the Indian population after we
Oh my
found
god,
America.
Cody, stop, bro. Fucking YouTube's gonna knock down our door. Jesus Christ.
No, it's factual
I mean, it's
information.
factual
We're
information,
fine.
but they don't give a fuck. If it ain't
It's true.
if it ain't Happy Goo Lucky Days, then it ain't on their website. Listen,
I thought you were gonna say.
talked about old YouTube and everything. We don't gotta go over that again. We already gave our grievances on that.
I thought you were gonna say what's bigger than the Mayflower, the amount of rats with disease that got carried over.
Bro, they should do like a game show where the only contestants and people in the audience are orangutans.
Alright.
What would you call this game show, Cody?
Red
just-
monkey.
Oh,
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
I didn't even think about that until after.
I'm gonna have to cut it out, but that was amazing, bro. Oh my god.
Because I didn't even intentionally do that. Like
No, I know what it was. You got caught up in the moment. It was like, dude, I got a joke, and your mind just raced to say it. I know what you're saying.
I think that's the dark joke you meant earlier.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was like, I think it got stashed for later. Are we bastards for laughing at that? Yes.
I think
But the joke was funny.
instead of just instead of bleeping that out, you should just put monkey sounds right there, and we'll be fine.
I won't even play. I'll probably have to just take the audio out. But it's so good. I would love to leave it in, but I can't, bro. There's just no way.
Just save it as a clip for ourselves.
Archive that for later.
Yeah.
Where we just don't give a fuck. No, I mean it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad where we had to archive the footage for later and use it for blackmailing Cody later.
dang Papa John's.
Yeah, get the Papa
Gonna
John's,
end.
get the Papa John's treatment.
Better pizza, better coochie, Papa John's.
New topping?
Bro,
Did you
that-
hear?
That
New topic.
I was gonna say the
No,
joke
new
that he just said
topping,
like 5
Not
seconds
new
ago.
topic. New topic, coochie hair? Yeah, that's the next topic for the fucking podcast is coochie hair.
coochie?
Just started off. Hello, everybody. Coochie here, coochie here. That's the end of it.
Dang, that's the April Fool's episode.
What, us just sitting here? No, we should just sit here and just have Guns recite the fucking Declaration of Independence.
It should be us reading the like Communist Manifesto.
3/5
Bruh,
compromise.
it should just be face reveal.
Face reveal, and it's all of our fucking anuses.
And it's just clone troopers.
It's just Cody's
It's
fucking
just
butt
all the
cheeks.
gimmick.
It should be us at the glory hole.
Okay.
Alright.
Play-by-play commentary at the Underground Railroad.
Oh my! News reporting at the Underground Railroad.
New history
It's
is
no longer
made.
underground.
Just in, it's now above ground.
It's now in
let's
the
get away
sky.
from the historical fucking thing.
Dude, why'd they make it a railroad? Why not a water?
Eh,
I don't know. Was it downhill from there or not?
Like, bruh. Oh, I was about...
Yeah, calm your dude. I don't know. You have jokes, but you can't say them, bro. It's bad.
Save them for after.
Save them for after. Then I'll have to cut more shit out.
Is that dude standing on nothing?
I don't know, Cody. That's a good question.
He's standing on the railroad.
In the bowels of the railroad system.
When
Yeah.
someone says Harry Tubman's racist.
Like I said, we had like a guideline, and yet again we just
Still never got
it
through
still
the
never
first
got through the first
topic.
topic. You know it's good. I only wrote one topic. I only wrote one.
And we
We
still
didn't
didn't
even
get through it.
We did not get through it.
I mean, we still got time.
I mean, we got 4 minutes. Does anyone have any lasting stories they want to
time flew by
Here we go.
fast.
What is the worst situation you've ever been in your entire life? Go ahead, right now, Cody.
Shitting myself.
No, that had to be one.
Yeah,
of his favorites.
honestly,
That had to be one of his favorites.
the worst situation I've been in.
Like the most,
When
the
he
most
had to
uncomfortable,
take
the most
that dump in
uncomfortable
summer camp.
situation. The most uncomfortable situation.
I don't really know.
It
'Cause,
had
like,
to have been what he
I've-
said earlier.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was. I'd say this is gonna be like a poo poo, not poo poo answer, but back a long time ago when I was like fat, like chubby,
Like me.
Like me.
my like thing cut out. I don't know why, but back like, a long time ago when I was like fat slash chubby, like pretty much all throughout middle school and stuff. I'd say, well, no, I don't know. I was at my like prime awkward slash like just wearing certain clothes that make me uncomfortable.
Oh, we've all been there. Trust me.
But I mean, yeah, that's not really. I'll say for a comedic answer, the time I pooped my pants in 3rd grade.
Wait, were you in class when that happened? By the way, if y'all are hearing spam of Steam messages, I'm getting a spam of Steam messages.
You're nothing.
I'm just saying, they'll probably hear it in the recording, but yeah, I'm getting a spam of Steam messages, so don't worry about that.
Just put it on Do Not Disturb.
I can, yeah, actually.
Yeah, it was 3rd grade, and I was out at recess, and you know, when the brown hits, you know,
It's different.
it's different and fast.
So you hit the brown note.
So I told my teacher, I was like, I have to use the bathroom now.
Fast and Furious.
She was like, go ahead. And as I was walking to the restroom, I just absolutely like brown slosh.
God.
there was no pants after.
And I remember because recess was about a little bit towards the end of the day, and I probably went a good like hour or two before I finally got home. So people sat around me in the cafeteria and stuff with me having doo pants.
Oh my God, Cody.
And I remember there was this one kid that sat next to me. He's like, dude, what is that smell? And I was like, oh, I farted.
Now you did more than fucking fart. Little did he know you had an entire fucking armada in your pants at that moment.
Yeah, I had the fart symphony in my pants.
I don't know. I think mine's kind of equivalent to that. It's the time I threw up in my fucking hands while I was trying to run to the bathroom to throw up in school. That was terrible. I got into school that morning. This is why I don't ever drink coffee anymore. All I drank was coffee in the morning, like tons of cream and sugar in it. And I went to school, and it was cooking day in fucking God, what was that class called? Family, Consumer, and Science. Yeah, that was it in middle school.
Yeah.
And like, oh my God, it was cooking day, and then someone was cooking chicken nuggets, and I don't know what they did to it, but it smelled terrible, and I felt it coming. I was like, teacher, can I please use the restroom? I gotta go now. They're like, sure. And we couldn't use the restroom that was all the way at the end of the hall, because that was the teachers only fucking restrooms. We had to go all the way halfway across the school to get to the restrooms. So I grabbed, like, of course, you had the little book to fill out so they could sign it. So I'm running to it, and I feel it come up, dude. I couldn't stop it. I had to put my hands in front of my face and throw up in my hands. And then I went over to the trash can and tried to throw up. Couldn't do it. So then I ran to the bathroom with my fucking, like, book in front of my face because, I mean, obviously I was filthy as shit. Get to the bathroom, and I throw up in the bathroom. And dude, I hate throwing up in general. It makes my whole fucking body hurt. But I finished my business, get it done, and I come like stumbling out of the like fucking one of the stalls like I just got like shot or something. And this kid was in the bathroom like after I got there. He came in and was peeing, and then he looks at me and goes, "Rough day, huh?" And I look at him and go, "Yeah." He goes, "I feel you, man. Have a good one." And he just leaves. That's all he said to me. And then he just leaves. And I sat there thinking to myself, why the fuck am I here? And then I went home. And I never came back to school for like 2 or 3 days. It was quite
Bruh.
magical. That was a terrible situation. I hated that fucking morning.
School nurses be like, you're like, I think I dislocated my arm, and they're like, ice pack?
Dude, yeah. It was either ice pack or thank God we had I knew the code.
I mean,
If you just went to the school people and said, hey, my stomach's feeling really bad, they'll send you home. They won't deal with it. They'll send you home if your stomach's feeling bad. This
Yeah.
one kid, my stomach was actually hurting legitimately. And I was in the nurse's office, having to do all the thing where they call the parents and shit. And this kid comes running into the fucking nurse's office, and he sprints into there, and he's like walking around, he's not saying anything. He's like holding his like mouth, and the nurse is looking at him like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And he runs over to like a filing cabinet, and he starts pointing at like the little lock onto the right side of the filing cabinet, and he's like holding his jaw, and she's like, what's wrong? And then he takes his hand and moves his jaw, and you hear like a crisp just like that, and he moves his jaw back and goes, all right, I'm better now. She's like, what was wrong? He's like, I don't know, I somehow locked my jaw up. She's like, are you better now? He's like, yeah. She's like, all right, we'll go back to class. And I'm sitting there like with my hurt stomach like, what the fuck is going on?
Bro, I remember.
I don't know.
I remember in chorus class, it was the time
Close
where
chorus.
Yep.
it was after I had done the thing at the monkey bars at the when we went camping, and I remember my foot was hurting me, my toenail, and I was like, I took my shoe off and I took my sock off because Miss Morris was like, "Go ahead, do what you want." So I did that, and then I was like spinning, and then I don't remember what I did, but the back of my other foot hit the front of my toe, and it shot blood like across the room. And the teacher was like, Morris was like, "Go to the nurse's office now!" And I remember hobbling over there, and the nurse just looks at my foot, and then she looks at me, and she's like, "What happened?" Bro, I'm pretty sure that nurse had a little thing for me. I'll tell you.
Okay, Cody.
She said, "You're such a nice boy." She's like, "I'm gonna call your mom and tell her just how great you are." And no joke, she called my mom later that day, and she told her like what happened, and she's like, "You raised such a fine young man. Like he is so awesome." And I'm like, I literally that was the first time I ever met this woman, and I only saw her for about 3 minutes.
Damn, you just exuded that kind of Chad energy on her. I don't know what else to tell you.
I mean, she wasn't bad. I would have been like, "Hey, you want to check me for hernia?"
Okay, bruh.
Cody with that young stiff, you'd be like,
Well, does anyone else have any closing statements or stories they want to tell? Any terrible situations that has just completely ruined them? Me and Cody can't be the only ones with traumatic experiences that haunt us to this day.
I mean, I don't really have too much haunting, but all I can say is from your statement earlier, throwing up is just the worst feeling in the world.
Yeah, I don't know where the statement of throwing up feels amazing comes from, because I don't feel amazing after throwing up. I feel like I just
I'm
got fucking
sorry,
beat by
but
4 people.
I feel like regurgitating my entire like spleen is not refreshing.
Like, it's so bad my fucking nuts hurt after I throw up. I just don't understand it. Ariel, do you have any life threat or life traumatizing events that you can share with us?
I can probably relate with Cody at shitting this myself.
That's right. You were the other person who shit.
Yeah,
Was that only the one time?
just that one time.
So Cody has you beat.
I did not have multiple times. I don't know what happened that day.
Dude, I'm just saying you haven't lived till you shit yourself.
No, you haven't. That's like a rite of passage in life.
To shit
Until
your
you-
pants.
Until you
Yeah.
have brown out, you're never truly a man.
Until you figure out what scenario you find yourself in to shit in your own pants, you don't know. Well, this Thanksgiving episode turned into just shitting yourself 101. I just realized that. It's a great Thanksgiving thing to talk
The thing
about.
is this always happens.
This always
just
happens.
with a
I don't
different
know, man.
topic.
I don't even know what the fuck's going on anymore, honestly. I'm gonna be sent to a fucking mental institution eventually.
You
Y'all
can be
watch.
set in a new phasmophobia map.
Yep.
That's right.
Sent to the asylum to walk around for an hour and not find the ghost.
Ghost and now climax. That's the next
Okay, that's a good point to end the fucking the podcast.
I mean, hey, ectoplasm.
Okay, well, that's still not near as bad as fucking hippo milk.
What you said earlier.
Fucking hippo milk.
Yeah, that's not near as bad. Well, all right. Again, I'm gonna say it one more time just to make sure we're not backlogging anything. Does anyone have anything they'd like to say before we close out this episode? This wonderful episode that went nowhere. I'm pretty sure for a Thanksgiving episode.
I want to say thank you, everyone. Like I said earlier during the introductions, for tuning in to yet another fantastic Social Time podcast. We really appreciate everyone who watches, the support, and all that. Leave us a comment, a like, and smash that bell to stay informed whenever we upload, which is usually once a week.
We try, at least. This episode's probably gonna be. I'm shooting for this episode to be released on Thanksgiving. I want to, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. Doesn't mean that we're spending our Thanksgiving doing this episode. Just means that we had it backlogged to Thanksgiving. So we're right now.
Yeah, just so everyone knows, we pre-record our
We
videos.
pre-recorded videos and schedule them. So this one is 2 days before Thanksgiving. No. Fuck. 3 days before Thanksgiving. Right? Yeah. Dude, I don't know. My brain's fucking scrambled.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So that, we're not. So yeah. Anyways, sorry, Cody. Didn't mean to butt in.
But no, we appreciate everything. And down below in the comments, if you want to tell us either about one of your experiences where you were just like, I hate this, or I want to get out, or maybe tell us an interesting fact. Beat me on my hippo milk and George Washington. I dare you. I triple dog dare you.
No
or
other facts are that
guns
good.
will be firing the nuke towards the eastern seaboard.
No holds barred.
So say goodbye to
Instead, it's just one nuke.
every state that no one cares about. But no, thank you everybody, and I hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving. Eat a lot of food.
Be with family. Be with your loved ones, especially in these
the
times.
parade.
Yep. Wait, what?
Watch the parade.
Oh.
Good stuff.
Oh. Yeah, I agree with that. Watch the parade. Do everything you need to. And our next episode will be part of the social time or the Christmas time catalog of videos. So I'm happy to start that up. And
Christmas trilogy.
yeah,
Or just for
well,
3 weeks.
for 3 weeks.
Yeah, I'm saying like 3 Christmas themed weeks.
Maybe 4.
Well, shouldn't we focus the last one on New Year? New Year?
I don't fucking know anymore, dog. My brain hurts. But alright, well, thank you everybody so much for watching. We appreciate it. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button. Hit the bell, like Cody said, to let us know that you're getting notifications. Let YouTube know that you actually care about the content instead of just hitting subscribe, which doesn't work anymore. What the fuck? Anyways, besides that, picture he just put in Discord. Yeah, and we hope you all have a good Thanksgiving. Make sure to share the videos too. I forgot to say that, but that does help a lot to get it spread around. We are a new channel, so any little bit helps. But again, thank you all so much for watching. Have a great Thanksgiving. Be there with your folks, especially around this time. Yeah, I guess we'll see y'all guys in the next podcast. So whether you're watching from home, school, work, or whatever it may be, thank you for spending this Thanksgiving with us socially. Take care, guys.
Bye, guys. Have a good Thanksgiving.